Okay, here's 3 different oil pumps for panheads. This one here is the, I think the 4950 up to maybe 51 pump. This one over here I think is the 53 to 54 pump. And this is your 55 on up to 64 pump. So all of these are a little bit different. So the biggest thing is this one here has a smaller shaft. And it has a hole over here, whereas this one doesn't have the hole that sticks out. This is the one that takes the small step gears and takes the hidden bolt underneath the cover. See, this one doesn't have that, it just has a through bolt. And this one has the same through bolt also. So that's one of the changes they did. This is a carryover from that jar rotor setup they had off the knucklehead in 48, early 49 pan. This also has the hole that's plugged up here. It's casted shut. It's not welded or anything else. They did that somewhere in 49, I think. Your 48 pumps will have a hole in there. So they didn't kept that for a couple months and that was it. So these are your 3 different styles there. This one here is your rounded style snout that takes the adjustable pressure relief valve. This one is the same setup. This one here is the later setup where it has a spring-loaded plunger and it just has a cap on the top. So they changed the pressure relief valving. And the pump's also thicker and bigger than these earlier pumps. So the outside edge here is your feed system, or not feed, excuse me, just the return side. And you can see this one's pretty good condition. Get the light where you can see it, but there's a little scratch in there, but nothing much. This one here is your other one, that's the mid-year pump. See, this one has just a little scratch right there too, not much. And this is your later pump. And you can see how this one is trashed. You got a big scratch here, this one. So you can see how these things get all chewed up. And you flip them over. And you got your pressure sides over here. And you can see how the gaskets are, all the oil holes are pretty much the same in all of these different years. So they're pretty much all interchangeable. This one here, they welded the hole shut here that was right here that feeds the case. This has to do with, I think, the primary chain lubrication. They probably got a belt drive or something, so they eliminated this oil gallery. And you can see how this one here, they did the same thing, but instead of welding it, they stuffed a bunch of glue and crap in there. So that's how they do it. Different ways of doing the same thing. This one here is a little bit of rusting area on the gasket surface, but not too much. And you got the feed holes, or not the feed holes, where the gears wear in here. This is really nice how you want them to look. No chewed up, no gouges. Looking nice. This one here, pretty clean, looks nice. And this one here had the blown up motor, and you can see how it's just got a couple little marks in there. It had a lot of fine grit going through. See, it starts out coarse, breaks up, and then eventually it gets to being fine. It chews up stuff that way. So this motor would have halfway decent pressure, but it wouldn't return very well. These other two are pretty nice. But anyway, that's how they all look. And then the top of the pumps look like this. So these are all pretty much the same from the top view. The biggest difference is it's just a lot thicker over here on the end for your different style. This one just comes straight out. So that's different. These also have a straight 3/8 thread on the ends of these here. Whereas in the later bikes, they went to a tapered pipe thread, and this one here has been probably converted to a tapered pipe. You can see how the threads are all buggered up. They just jam it in there. They went to a tapered pipe somewhere around 62, I think. There was a couple last years they did it. But anyway, that's what those look like. Here's a bag of screws here for the pinion shaft plug. They use this from 51 to 53. These are brand new Harley ones. You can see how they have a radius screwdriver tip instead of a straight slot like modern ones are. Yeah, the camera's going to focus on that, does it? About like that. There you go. See how it's radiused in there? It's not flat on the bottom. These are left-handed thread. And that plugs up your pinion shaft. And then this here is a head we dug out, a 51 head, 50 head. 10 in 1950, I think is the casting date. This one's been rough handled. You see how the fin's bent up on two of them there. They're not supposed to be that way right there. Nice exhaust spigot. Kind of rare on the Panhead to be nice. Got the factory intake nipple in there, nice condition. Stock rivet, hasn't been dicked with yet. That's how they're supposed to be in there. You'll rarely see them that good. Pretty nice. Got all the fins on it like they're supposed to be. Got a little nick right there though, but what do you want for being 60 years old? This one has a number 2 casted or stamped in there for some reason. But, anyway, that's the good part. The bad part is that's what happens when you break a valve. It does damage. You can see the valve guide holes are all still good. Yeah, take that back. Yeah, there's a little crack in it. Get the light in there a little better. Yeah, that can be fixed, like everything else. Very nice spark plug hole though. Threads look really nice. Anyway, this can all be fixed by welding and remachining it and putting seats in or whatever you want to do. But anyway, that just kind of shows a couple things on a Panhead. So there, it's all 50, 51 type parts. So yeah, there you go.